So I became an audiologist, I think in part because my father had hearing loss from childhood and it went undiagnosed for a long time. And growing up, I sort of got to be the mediator between other people and my dad. A lot of times he couldn't understand conversations going on and I sort of had to interpret for him. Along that line, so why it's important for us to have audiologists is that Helen Keller once said that given the option to choose to be blind or deaf, she would choose to be blind, saying that being blind took you away from things, being deaf took you away from people.
I think our field is very important because we treat essentially everything that has to do with the underlying anatomy and physiology of speech. So swallowing is something that's really important too. I'm very interested in that. Essentially, speech pathology, it's such a great field. You can work in such a variety of settings. You know, you really just help people connect again, which I really enjoy.
So I chose the field of speech pathology because communication is the foundation to accessing our world.
I decided to get into audiology just because it had such a big impact on my life. One of my best friends growing up experienced hearing loss, so I got to see kind of how much that affected her and how big the impact can be just in daily life and communication and just feeling more confident.
I have worked as a speech language pathologist since 2012, and I was really drawn to individuals who were medically compromised, whether it was due to a disease, an injury, or a disorder, and communication and eating, drinking, swallowing, breathing, all of those are part of our scope of practice.
I feel like there can be, many scary pieces about being someone going through the healthcare system, and I feel like sometimes a speech pathologist has a little more time to be able to sit with the patient and talk with the patient and stuff like that, and I think that's a very important aspect.